Hello and welcome to part 2 of trains at Stafford on the West Coast Mainline, where we will continue to see services from London Northwestern Railway, Avanti West Coast, cross country, and a little bit of freight as well. Whilst I was away, or during the interval, a couple of freight trains came through. There was a ballast train, and then there was an engineer's train going from Crewe Bass Hall to Bescott. Beyond that, not too much else going on apart from the usual comings and goings of various passenger traffic. There's a Voyager up there that will be going to Manchester. I think that is one that has come from Paignton. This will be the 1311 London Northwestern Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street. Going at 3:52:33 for this one. Right, get himself sorted, and then we shall see what else shall turn up. Okay, the next train to pass through is going to be a DB Cargo UK Class 66 going from Halewood to Southampton with the car train. So, coming through here is 66044. Oh, hello. Might have made me jump a bit. All in some Land Rover Discovery Sports, some Range Rover Evokes, nice little mixture. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1314 Avanti West Coast service from Chester to London Euston, worked by a pair of 221 Super Voyagers. Well weathered, I think is the best way to describe this slot. 221 118 leading, so it should mean that 117 is on the rear of this. Okay then, getting ready to depart is 221 118 and her classmates with the 1314 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. It's a very, very dirty 117 on the rear of this. Okay, so that was the 1303 cross-country service to Manchester. That has now been cancelled because of a fault of the signalling system. Now, earlier on this morning, there was an issue buggering up trains between Kidsgrove and Stoke-on-Trent. So I'm wondering if a similar situation has gone and revealed itself again. So that will be forming a service back down south. Be interested to see how they're going to work this one out. And of course, the other thing that's going to happen is you're going to have freight traffic coming through, so are they going to have to be pushed onto other lines? Or will they shift the Voyager? Oh, it's getting exciting. Right, well, nothing's coming through, but I've just managed to work out what's happening here. The fault with the signalling system is between Stoke-on-Trent and Macclesfield, so that's affecting cross-country services, and as a result, it'll affect Avanti West Coast as well. And they're not expecting the situation to be resolved until at least 3 o'clock. Bearing in mind it's now, bear with the dodgy camera work here, I'm just going to one-hand this to grab my phone to check the time. It is now, what, 18 minutes past 1. And they're not expecting the situation to be resolved until at least 3 o'clock. So that's going to throw absolute hell with a lot of the timetable. So it's going to be interesting to see how this afternoon is now going to pan out. Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be the 1324 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Blackpool North. So, easing her way in is going to be 390,047. Oh yeah. Oh! Actually, yeah, if they've got problems, then yes, they'll just send them via crew, won't they? Yes, of course they will. Of course, yeah, they can still go to Stoke-on-Trent, but then they'd have to go take the route via Kidsgrove into Crewe and over. Ooh, I like it. Yes, I like it. Okay then, 390,047 is now departing with the 1324 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. The cross-country Voyager is still going to be going to Manchester, but it is going via Macclesfield. So despite the signalling issues, they're still going to send trains through there, so curious, very curious. Okay, the next freight train to come through is going to be worked by a DRS Class 88 going from Daventry to Coatbridge. So, gliding her way through is 88,006. Juno. Very nice indeed. Right, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1332 London Northwestern Railway service from Crewe to London Euston, and it can't call at Rugeley Trent Valley because of a vehicle striking a bridge. It's all happening today. Now it's just going to be afternoon for the delays. Oh dear. Right, so anyway, leading the way is 352.56, still wearing its former London Midland colour scheme. I shall get the rear when she leaves. Okay, departing now is the 1332 London Northwestern Railway service to London Euston. On the rear is 352.60. Right, now coming in is the late running 1321 cross-country service from Manchester Piccadilly to Bournemouth, coming in, where are we, about 14 minutes late. And then we'll do an about turn to find it coming 10 minutes late, the 1324 and Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Chester. Oh, I had to think about that one then. This is being worked by 221116, Dingus Banger. Of course, with everything now running all over the show, it'll be interesting to see how pathings are going to work. Okay, then about ready to depart now is going to be the late running 1321 cross-country service to Bournemouth, as the 1324 Avanti West Coast service to Chester is also about ready to go. Okay, the next train to arrive, coming in 2 minutes late, is the 1335 London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston to Crewe, worked by a pair of Class 350s with 350-109 leading the proceedings. And 248 on the rear. Lovely. Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be the 1339 London Northwestern Railway service from Liverpool Lime Street to Birmingham New Street, as the 1335 London Northwestern Railway service to Crewe is now departing. 35401 is on the Birmingham bound service. Okay then, now departing is going to be 35401, the 1339 London Northwestern Railway service to Birmingham New Street. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be an Avanti West Coast Class 805, doing its mileage accumulation runs from London Euston to Crewe. 805, 005, and I have to say, the Avanti livery does look good on those units. Okay, the next train to pass by is another Avanti Pendolino. 39006 going from Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston. Okay, the next train to arrive, coming in 10 minutes early, is going to be the duo of London Northwestern Railway Class 350s. 730s. Get it right, man. Use your words. Pause. Think. There you go. Doing their runs from Nuneaton to Crewe and back. So now we have 206 leading. Actually quite a few seats in these trains. Nice to see though. Oh, hello. Here's 221144 coming through, bound for Manchester. 205 on the rear of this. Yes, there's more seats in there than I first thought. And there's actually quite a few tables in these carriages as well. I look forward to travelling on these when they enter service. Yes, I approve. I like it. Oh, there you go. You can get a sneaky peek into one of the gangways of a 750. Seats are comfortable, spacious, plenty of them. Nice interior. Well lit in there as well. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Right, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1352 Avanti West Coast service from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. This is being worked by 390-104. And now incoming is 390-131 with the 1347 Avanti West Coast service to Blackpool North. City of Liverpool. Now this was supposed to go on platform 5, so I'm not too sure why they've shoved it onto platform 3, but you know, makes sense to them. Okay then, getting ready to depart is going to be the late running 1347 Avanti West Coast service to Blackpool North. Wait for the pop. Oh no, straight to the hiss and whine. Oh, okay. As now departing is 390-104 with the 1352 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston, running fast from here all the way down to London. Alston Pendolino. Okay, the next train to pass through is going to be another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino running from Glasgow Central to London Euston in the form of 390-044. Royal Scot. And there goes 39125 running 12 minutes late from London Euston to Glasgow Central. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1400 cross-country Super Voyager service from Manchester Piccadilly to Bournemouth. Mind you, whilst it's a 5-car unit, it's not really a Super Voyager in the sense of how you'd normally expect them, as cross-country have the tilting mechanism in these units disabled. So it's just a 5-car Voyager, but for the sake of it, we'll call it what it is. It's a Super Voyager with a fair few people getting off and a fair few people getting on, including the man with shorts. There's always one. Okay, the next train to make an appearance, coming in 10 minutes late, is going to be the 1350 Avanti West Coast service to Manchester Piccadilly via Crewe, as the 1400 cross-country service to Bristol Temple Meads is getting ready to depart behind me. This is being worked by 390-010. Okay, the next train to come through is going to be a DB Cargo UK Class 67 running light from Crewe TMD to Wembley. This looks like it's one of the Royal 67s, and she's certainly not hanging about, that's for sure. 67-006 Royal Sovereign. Okay, coming in now is the 1403 cross-country service to Manchester Piccadilly. This, I believe, is the train from Paignton. It's being worked by 220-002. Okay, the next train to come through, giving it a fair amount of boot, is going to be an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino running from London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street. The 390-148, the Flying Scousman. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1411 London Northwestern Railway service from Birmingham New Street to Liverpool Lime Street, worked by 350-368. Coming through there, a fouled rate of knots, it must be said. Okay, the next freight train to pass by is going to be a Freightliner 66 working a container train from Felixstowe North to Crewe Bass Hall. And it is worked by 66-503. running 99% full. It is actually really nice to see freight traffic running at near capacity, because lately I've seen so many freight trains, particularly container ones, that are just running at, well, a third at that. Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be the 1424 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Chester, worked by a pair of 221 Super Voyagers. Oh, okay then, so it's running to crew only. Right then, so 221-106 leading. And 221-109 bringing up the rear. Lovely. And also arriving now is the 1421 cross-country service from Manchester Piccadilly to Bournemouth. And the guard there fetching a well-weathered scarf. Okay, then about ready to depart now is going to be the 1421 cross-country service to Bournemouth. And it looks like the 1424 Avanti West Coast service to Crewe is also getting ready to leave. That is worked by 220-007. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1433 cross-country service from Bournemouth to Manchester Piccadilly, worked by 221-126. Again, departing is the 1433 cross-country service to Manchester Piccadilly, as coming into the 1432 London Northwestern Railway service from Crewe to London Euston, worked by a pair of Class 350s, with a near full platform. (350-248) leading. I shall get the rear when she leaves. Okay, as a bus passes overhead, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1435 London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston to Crewe, also worked by a pair of Class 350s, with the lead being 350-239. On the rear we have 257. Hey. Okay, now departing is the 1432 London Northwestern Railway service to London Euston. with 350-109 bringing up the rear. And now departing almost immediately afterwards is the 1435 London Northwestern Railway service to Crewe. What is coming through on platform 4? Let us move over yonder. What have we got? Nothing at the moment. Oh, wait. Ah, it's the return of our Avanti West Coast 805, going from Crewe to Oxley Car MD. Okay, coming in now 3 minutes late is the 1424 Avanti West Coast service from Edinburgh Waverley to London Euston. Yes, I already said that. And it is being worked by 390-118. Lovely job. Okay, the next train to make an appearance, as my autofocus does its own thing, is going to be the return of 350-404 with the 1439 even, London Northwestern Railway service from Liverpool Lime Street to Birmingham New Street. You had to really think about that one, didn't you? Yes, sir. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be a light engine move of DRS with a 68 and a 66 going from Daventry to Crewe Gresty Bridge. So leading the way is 68008 with, wow, 66433 Carlisle Power signal box. That's a bad flat wheel on that 66. I've got a feeling that 66 is going to be out of action for a while they get that changed. Woo-hoo. Okay, what about ready to leave now is going to be 390-118 with its service bound for London Euston. Okay, we're about ready to depart now. It's going to be 350-404 with its service bound for Birmingham New Street. The DRS set came through half an hour late. The Avanti West Coast service left 20 minutes late, and this is now leaving 6 minutes late. Oh, there's something behind me. An Avanti West Coast 390 Pendolino. 39136. Then we're going to have 39119 coming through with a service bound for, I think, Liverpool, this one. 39119. In fact, no, that's bound for Glasgow. Right, and incoming now is a Whaling 390 in the form of 39117 with, I think it's the 1447 Avanti West Coast service to Edinburgh Waverley. Oh, I can smell the brakes. Yeah, they're being well worked. Blue Peter. Okay, the next train to turn up is going to be the 1450 Avanti West Coast service to Manchester Piccadilly, worked by one of their Pendolinos. Bit of blood splatter on the front of this, as 117 is now departing with the 1447 Avanti West Coast service to Edinburgh Waverley, and this is 390,045. Birmingham Pride, jolly good. Okay, and away goes the 1450 Avanti West Coast service to Manchester Piccadilly. I can tell you now that the heat has well and truly gone out of the sun, and it is getting quite cold here now. Okay, here we have 390,013 Blackpool Bell, well weathered, must be said, running from Glasgow Central to London Euston. And that up there is a number 9 bus going to Highfields, is it? Jolly good. Oh yeah, and they've been down here all day, but down there, centre shop, you can probably just make them out. There are some Network Rail tampers down there. Been there all day, and will probably be there for God knows how long, up until Network Rail decide that their services need to be used. Okay, the next train to arrive is the 1503 cross-country service from Bristol Temple Meads to Manchester Piccadilly. This is worked by 220,012. There are brief periods at this station where it just goes eerily quiet. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be the return of our London Northwestern Railway Class 730s, going from Crewe to Nuneaton. .205 and 206. Okay, the next train to pass by is another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino. 390,011 making a fair amount of racket on the rear there. working a service from London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street. Okay, the next freight train to come through is going to be a DB Cargo UK Class 66, hauling a container train from Trafford Park Euroterminal to London Gateway DB Cargo. This is worked by 66088. Running near full, which is great to see. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1511 London Northwestern Railway service from Birmingham New Street to Liverpool Lime Street, worked by 350-401. Okay, coming in, knocking on the door of 20 minutes late is going to be the 1452 Avanti West Coast service from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. Worked by 390-049. Okay, 390-049 is now departing with the late running 1452 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. Okay, now departing 2 minutes late is 350-401 with the 1511 London Northwestern Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street. Okay, coming in now is the 1514 Avanti West Coast service from Holyhead to London Euston, worked by a pair of 221 Super Voyagers. Leading the way is 221-116. Lovely. Right, the next freight train to pass by is going to be worked by a pair of Freightliner Class 90s, working a container train from Felixstowe to Trafford Park with 90-013 leading. 012 on the rear. 107's on the rear of this. Then coming in near 15 minutes late is going to be the 1500 cross-country service from Manchester Piccadilly to Paignton. Squeaky brake time. Okay, they're now departing near 18 minutes late is going to be the 1500 cross-country service to Paignton. By 2:20.016. Okay, coming in now is the 1524 Avanti West Coast service from Glasgow Central to London Euston, worked by 390.127. Okay, the next train to arrive is the 1521 cross-country service from Manchester Piccadilly to Bournemouth. The number of which I shall get for you when she leaves. Okay, then departing now about 2 minutes late, in fact 3 minutes late, is going to be the 1521 cross-country service to Bournemouth. Thank you very much. That was 221141, and again caught me off guard that there's a slight possibility I may have jumped, but what evidence is there to support that theory? Okay, 39127 is now ready to depart with the late running 1524 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. Next calling point after this will be Wolverhampton. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be an Avanti West Coast 805 running from London Euston to Edge Hill Depot.
The next train to arrive at platform 1 will be the 1532.
805 008. Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be the 1533 cross-country service from Bournemouth to Manchester Piccadilly, worked by 221135. Oh, apparently it's out of service. Jolly good. And the next train to arrive is going to be the 1532 London Northwestern Railway service from Crewe to London Euston. Leading the way is 350-257. Lovely. Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be the 1535 London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston to Crewe, with 350-113 leading, as the 1533 cross-country service is departing behind me. .107 brings up the rear. Not a whole great busting amount of people on board that service. Okay, now departing is the 1532 London Northwestern Railway service to London Euston, and it looks like 107 has hit a bird at some point on the old windscreen wipers. .239 brings up the rear. Making some wonderfully weird noises over that section. Okay, and there goes the 1535 London Northwestern Railway service to Crewe. Cool, I tell you what, that is getting colder and colder here. Won't be too much longer before I call it a day. And the same to you, sir. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1539 London Northwestern Railway service from Liverpool Lime Street to Birmingham New Street. I have to say, this second half has been heavily passenger orientated. 350-233 is working this service. Okay, departing now is the 1539 London Northwestern Railway service to Birmingham New Street. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be a DB66 going from Eastvale Junction to Exeter Riverside.
The next train to arrive at platform 5 will be the 1547.
Looks like some form of China clay wagon. And this is being worked by 66143. Okay, coming in now will be our final train of the day, with the 1547 Avanti West Coast service to Glasgow Central from London Euston via Birmingham New Street. So then, working her way in will be 390,020. And as she works her way to a halt, I shall leave it there. Thank you all very much for watching, it is greatly appreciated. If you have enjoyed what you've seen today, then please do like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment, I do get back to them as and when I get the opportunity to. Well, the afternoon section wasn't too bad. Wasn't as much freight as I was hoping for, but I'll take what I got nonetheless. So it's a good way to start the year, and hopefully it's a sign of things to come. The next film will be a continuation of my Southeastern Mainline Series at Ashford International, and then working my way up all the way into London before I then start doing the random stations around the UK again. So, oh dear me, my back hurts. So yes, if you have enjoyed seeing this, then please do like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment, I do get back to them when I get the chance to do so. And until next time, from me here at a very, very, very cold Stafford on the West Coast Mainline, I shall see you all later. Take care, guys. Goodbye.